In episode 5 of Succession Season 4, Kendall and Roman were forced to make a decision on the merger. However, they still have options if they want to ruin the deal. There are still ways for Kendall-Roman CEO duo supporters who felt let down by their team's loss in episode 5 to scuttle the Gojo deal. The identity of the Waster King or Queen at the end of Succession Season 4's episodes becomes more and more clear with each episode. Together with Roman, Kendall has now attained the CEO position he's been working towards since the pilot as a result of Logan's death. The brothers, who were first given an interim status, are now aiming to sabotage the Gojo deal and save the business their father founded. As a result, they now have Lucas Matsson as a clear adversary. After the meeting in Norway, Matsson called the Waster team during the flight to inform them that his offer to the company had been increased. It will be challenging for Kendall and Roman to rationally reject the offer once it reaches a certain threshold. Kendall and Roman will need to consider alternative strategies to sabotage the agreement because the rest of the crew wants to complete the transaction and take their money with them. To maintain his status, Kendall has already gone to smearing the name of his father, and it probably won't be the worst thing the top lad does. A dramatic election has been hinted at repeatedly in the Succession Season 4 trailers. Conheads may believe that this will let the show completely change focus to being about Connor's presidential campaign, but it will probably tie into the main story. Kendall and Roman might utilize ATN's influence to completely back right-wing candidate Jared Mencken in his bid for office in exchange for him voting against the Gojo agreement on the grounds that it would regulate a monopoly. There are hints in the trailers and foreshadowing in the show at certain points. When candidate David Boyer assures Logan he wouldn't interfere with the Gojo deal in exchange for his support in Season 3, Succession foreshadows the possibility of the Gojo agreement being rejected by politicians for the first time. Then in Episode 5, Shiv introduces the rumor that ATN is becoming more closely associated with Jared Mencken, a subject on which neither Kendall nor Roman have strong opinions. They might exert extreme pressure on ATN to back Mencken, sparking the riots and demonstrations seen at the conclusion of the Season 4 teaser. Not to mention in the mid-season trailer, Roman is seen pleading with Connor to withdraw from the race on Mencken's behalf. They might be able to maintain ATN and Waystar at the expense of all credibility if this series of events plays out. Instead of going down the political path, the Roy siblings would gain a lot by fully re-involving Shiv. She may be playing both sides in her new dubious connection with Lucas Matsson, according to the Episode 6 trailer. Shiv wants the Waster deal to go through, but if she is true to her family, she might use the knowledge Matsson provided in Episode 5 to her advantage. Matsson revealed some highly sensitive Gojo information, including the fact that he had been tormenting his employee by giving her obscene vials of his blood. If this information is accurate, Matsson may have made a serious error in telling Shiv. Roman and Kendall are opposing Matsson and attempting to thwart the Gojo deal for various reasons. Since the pilot, Kendall has been striving for the CEO role, which he has now secured. Kendall changed into something sinister when he saw his name on the document in Logan's office. He was drawn back into the power struggle that almost lost in his life in Season 3, but this time his father isn't there to stop him. Roman, on the other hand, appears to be the only guy on the show that truly values his family and opposes Matsson taking over the business his father founded. At the conclusion of Succession, a family member must hold the reins of authority.